Hello, good day everyone. We're from Group 2. Our hotel names is Nam. I am Nick and this is Danu and this is Adinda. Today we're going to explain you about Revsim, which is a revenue management tools to measure our hotel performance or forecasting it for future.
So the Revsim is actually a simulation that help us to learn how to maximize our revenue to revenue management. In these revenue simulations, we cover the food and beverage, staffing, marketing, facilities, and especially the occupancy rate. We also focusing on how to maximize our revenue as our main target. But during the 4-week simulation, we realized that we also need to cover other things, such as the staffing or food and beverage productions, as everything is related to one another. We did for 1 year hotel performance, which is divided into 4 quarters for each week. So, and then after this, we are going to discuss furthermore about the property description, and we are also going to talk about how our performance is going on in the last 4 weeks.
Yeah, so about our property descriptions, Nam Hotel is about 3 to 4 star hotels which is located in the city center. And we have a full service with a high quality staff. And we have 250 rooms, which has 50 for the premium and 200 for the standard rooms. And more. And furthermore, we have about 200 square feet for our conference and event space, so which means that we can get about 200 person to come for the meeting or conference, and that's where we're going to aim for our target. So they will include business and leisure travelers, and yeah, that's all about it.
So now we're going to tell you about a year of our hotel performance, which we did using Revsim.
This is our first quarter performance, and as you can see that we have a negative profit because we did not understand well about the systems and we only focus in one point, which is the room forecast. And the next one is a graph that you can see that yes, we do earn some revenues, but we make a huge loss in January. And it's very bad as a hospitality industry that we made the negative profit. And what we did during that week is we maximized the occupancy rates and we put the highest rates that we could according to the data, which we believe that it will improve our performance, but it doesn't. So in the food and beverage forecast, the marketing strategies, the facilities, and the human resource, we did not change that much because we don't have enough times. And the reason why we failed because we don't understand clearly and we misunderstood about the task that it must be in this way. So at the end of the point, we did not achieve what we are aiming for, and our occupancy rate is about 90% to 100, and we only earn less than 40%, which is very, very bad. And yet, because we didn't understand well about the systems and we misunderstood a lot of stuff, and we'll improve for our next real performance.
Before starting our forecast, we went through our performance sheet. We tried to identify which part that went terribly wrong, and there are some things that we managed to identify. One of the things that went wrong is the adjustment of the price. The price that was set was just too high or too expensive, on which make the occupancy rates low. In order to cope with that, every segment's price are decreased considerably and hope that the occupancy will increase. Marketing is also one of the things that was changed a lot. During the first quarter, we didn't spend enough investment on the marketing, resulting that we lost the market momentum. Therefore, more investment are spent on marketing to acquire the market momentum, as our market momentum was last place compared to other. Also, we especially increased the marketing investment for food and beverage in order to cover the expenses which are higher than the revenue for the last 3 months. We also reduced the amount of staff due to high expenses. The rest of the money that we have, we spend it on refurbishment or renovation on facilities. By improving the facilities, we are hoping that our hotel's value will increase and hence our price will not be a problem anymore.
For the food and beverage department, we gained high food and beverage income, much more than what we predicted. As you can see, we got 4 times higher than the previous quarter in F&B department. We put above the average price for the food price. However, we also provide them with high quality by increasing the food cost. This is because we exceed from what we predicted by 120% in the previous quarters, which then we decided to forecast and put slightly high price and high quality in these third simulations. For the room department, we success to aim and fulfill the occupancy rate. However, it showed quite high variance compared to what we predicted. Moreover, from the graph, we can see the occupancy rate was only 60% on the latest month in this previous quarter. Therefore, during our third simulation, we decided to use the room just as much as the number of the customers with an enough extra room supply for each segment. We also decreasing the price for each segment as we compared our prices with the competitors, and we are trying to charge an average price for each segment. We enhance our marketing strategy by increasing the marketing costs based on each segment's distribution channel, which we hope will impact on the maximization on the occupancy rate in the future time. We also invest more on the advertising, including for the in-house guests and walk-in guests. Moreover, we increase the refurbishment and cleaning, which we believe will enhance our service towards the customer. For the staff, we're trying to provide more training and increase their staff number, which we believe will help to serve a big numbers of customers in the future. We provide the training for the upper level staff, such as manager and supervisor, and increase the salary, and this is shown in 100% increase in incentive fee from 100 to 80,000. During our fourth simulations, we got the result from the previous quarters that shown that we are still lack of the staff retainment. People complain on why we got high staff turnover in our business. As you can see from the graph, there are still some red numbers in our staff performances, which show the low quality of services. However, there are some good reviews about how well we serve our food and beverage product, as well as how well we advertise our businesses. In addition, we also know that our business was performed really well with the highest revenue and become the part of Star Group Hotel, which has performed the high quality and high price product.
Since the last 3 months, we have got the highest net profit. We didn't really make any changes. Only small adjustments are made in the room forecast. Soft good redo are done to always enhance our facilities quality. Investment in new facilities is also done for minibar. Because minibar is new in our properties, we need to adjust the forecast for the minibar section. Marketing is also increased to keep our marketing momentum high, and in some aspects which do not have great marketing momentum. We increased the forecast for the food and beverages significantly in the last 3 months, which exceed the number of our forecasts, but the actual food and beverage demand still exceed our forecast. For that reason, we make an adjustment again, which is to increase the food and beverage forecast. On the other hand, even though we did make a huge improvement for our staffing are still high in turnover. We identified the way to cope with this is by increasing their salary, the number of their staff, and also investment for their training. For our last performance, our net profit is decreased compared to the 3 last months because we spent a lot on staff training to decrease the employee turnover. High employee turnover was always our problem since 6 months before. But overall, our hotel performance keep increasing, including occupancy, food and beverage revenue, and from other facilities, as long as we keep measuring our performance from time to time. It's just a matter of time before we come out on top again in terms of net profit.
Alright, so based on the business performance from week 1 to 3, 4, you can see that the first week we failed because we did not acknowledge about the systems and really focus in one point. But at the third week, we have improved a lot because we adjust so many things, and we got the highest net profit during that week among others. And we realized that to measure other performance through the weeks is very important so that we know where to adjust, where do we change, and where do we invest, which is pretty fun that we have done all the stuff. And however, there's some aspect that we could improve, and there's these are some recommendations that we can apply to our hotel.
Finally, there are some recommendations that we found really important in our hotel cases. We realize it is really crucial to keep improving our services, facilities, and also food and beverages.
We also realized that we need to provide the appropriate price as well as the marketing tools according to each segments. For example, if we put too much high price on the group tours, they won't buy the product. But if we put the cheap price for the premium, it won't increase our revenue. And also, the right marketing tools means that if we aim for the right target market, it will help us increase the occupancy rate and help us maximize our revenue.
And of course, renovation to our rooms and facilities is very important so that we could enhance to the customers' experience and increase their loyalty when they want to come back to our hotel again. And lastly, try to balance between the management and the operation, which means that if you want to forecast a lot of stuff in the future, you should prepare your operation team as well. If not, sometimes it will be lack of staff and it could affect the customer experience. And of course, the quality of service will be decreased. And thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the video and thank you very much. Bye.
Thank you guys. See ya.